Hello there, my name is Jay Diebold, and I'm about to share with you the #1 secret to slapping Google, taking the top rankings, and generating up to $1,384 per day on total autopilot. Now, I know you may be thinking this sounds like a bunch of hype, and I'd probably be thinking that too if I was sitting on your end. And you know what? You're right, it does sound hypey. But I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, and by the end of this video, you'll see how you can put this exact method to work for you in less than 15 minutes to start literally making sales today, not next week or next month, today. Even if you're starting with no website, no product, no list, no JV partners, no traffic, no experience, and no upfront costs. So, who am I? My name is Jay Diebold, and I've been marketing online for almost 2 years now. Now, that's not what I really look like. This is the real me. Now, 2 years may not sound like a long time, but in my first full year online, I've done 6 figures in sales. But you see, the thing is, it wasn't always like that. There's really no such thing as get rich quick. Anyone who tells you there is lying to you. However, there is such thing as fast money, and you'll soon see how fast we're really talking about is actually meaning today. But it all starts with one single sale. And when I was first starting out, I really struggled to figure out how to make any money at all online. But when I actually made it work, this was my very first sale online. And you can see here that it's over $1,000 commission for just making one sale. And this is nowhere near tough to do if you know how to do it. But again, when I was first starting out, I struggled to figure out how to make any money at all. I worked at an awful day job, which I was actually ashamed of, and you'll see why in just a minute. I couldn't even make ends meet, but then all of a sudden, something just clicked, and I discovered what I like to call the OPR method. And I'll tell you what that means in a second. But there's nothing fancy about it, okay? There's nothing technical about it. It's not in the least bit complicated. It's extremely powerful, and most importantly, it works. And this is the exact same method that allowed me to escape from the dead-end job that I had and literally take an 8-month break from the real world to do some traveling, spend some time with my family and friends, and just all around basically enjoy life. Spending my time doing exactly what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And it was funny because being in this business, as you may know, it's kind of tough to explain to outsiders what we do, right? Your friends and family, I mean, they don't really understand. When you say you work on the internet, most people just say most people just use it for news, like sports, Facebook. They see it as a hobby. And when you say internet marketing to people outside of our little circle, people automatically assume you're doing something illegal or like selling Viagra or something. But meanwhile, here's the thing. They're reporting to their 9-to-5 day jobs and they're dealing with a boss every day. And what they don't realize is if they just took the time to really learn and engage themselves with this stuff like you're doing right now, maybe they could go gallivanting around the country on a whim for 8 months at a time too at some point. But you see, there's a problem. Getting the ball rolling on your own can be a very, very tough thing to do. Getting to a point where you're actually making a solid, steady, hands-off type of income is really not easy to do when you're on your own, especially if you don't have your own list, if you don't have your own product, and if you don't have a website or any experience, which most of us didn't when starting out. So in the beginning, I used to get really pissed off when every single day how your inbox gets slammed with offers for like the next great thing. And I used to like physically get mad about it. Like it would put me in a terrible mood. And I don't know why that happened, but that's what was happening. And it was so frustrating. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't make things work. And I wasn't searching for the next big thing, but of course I still bought course after course, ebook after ebook, membership after membership site, and I still just couldn't put things together. And it all led to an extremely dangerous case of what I like to call information overload. And you may be familiar with this. I know a lot of marketers, when starting out or really starting to try to make things actually work for them, so they are making a steady online income every single month passively, a lot of marketers suffer from this information overload. So, I mean, I was just looking for something easy, just a simple step by step how to about how to make a full time income online, like something that could bring in cash as fast as possible. But the thing is, that email never came. The one that I was looking for, never came. So I was stuck and I was mad as hell, and the promos kept cluttering up my inbox until one day finally something just clicked. I didn't know what it was, but I just started thinking about things differently. Like when you see all these guys mailing to you about a promo of the same product, you get a lot of affiliates mailing you to your inbox, promoting the exact same product. This creates a big buzz around our whole market. And if you can actually leverage that buzz, you can literally help yourself to a piece of all the money that's flying around out there. And that's exactly where the OPR method comes in. And what it stands for is other people's resources. And this is the big secret. This is how you start making sales fast if you know how to properly use it. So what I did is I figured out how to leverage all the buzz that was surrounding these products, and I figured out how to use it to my advantage and start making money selling these big ticket products using other people's resources, even though I had no website, no list, and no experience at the time. So you can leverage anything. You can leverage the traffic. You can leverage the commission. You can leverage their sales. You can leverage their contacts, their products, and especially their credibility. And it makes it super easy for you to make serious money in a hurry. And heck, the reason I was able to do it was because I leveraged the resources of one of the most powerful entities online, and that's Google. And that's why this course is called the Google Slapper. Because while Google was slapping everyone around and putting marketers doing paid advertisement with them into the poorhouse, this series of easy to follow strategies was quietly bringing in thousands of dollars per month. And I mean doing $1,000 days right off the bat. I mean, that makes you want more, right? So I was hooked. And once you start seeing sales come in at a rapid pace, you just want more. So naturally, the next step was expanding into other markets because it gives you limitless possibilities for long-term and passive income. And there are thousands of markets out there, literally thousands of markets out there ripe for the picking, so this stuff never gets saturated. There can never be too many people doing it. So there's room for everybody to grab a slice of the pie. So here's what's happening. Right now, you can grab access to these same exact strategies that are going to pay you month after month like clockwork while running on complete autopilot for 60 days risk-free. And for the first time ever, you're going to be able to access Module X of the course, or as I like to call it, the Extreme Fast Start. And the idea of this is to start making sales today. So the Extreme Fast Start, here's what you don't need. You don't need a website, okay? You don't need a product. You don't need your own information product or physical product or anything like that. You don't need your own list. You don't need any experience. And here's the great thing about this is you can literally get started in just 15 minutes from right this second, because you're going to learn how to easily leverage other people's resources to get you past all those sticking points that are keeping you from reaching your full potential when it comes to making serious money online. So why am I doing this? Well, you see, as you're going to find out on the next page, the job I was working caused me to do some things that I'm really not proud of. In fact, I'm downright ashamed at what I was forced to do to make enough money to live paycheck to paycheck even. And I was constantly worried about how I was going to pay the bills. And that's a really, really bad spot to be in. And I was very, very lucky to get out of it with my sanity still intact. But it's still a burden to know that so many people out there are working in jobs they hate or where they don't agree with what they're doing in order to put food on the table. So I feel like it's almost my duty to sort of pay it forward and giving you the opportunity to start living your life the way you want to live. And by handing you this exact method, proven to pull in massive affiliate commissions, and putting it all together for you in a step-by-step, easy-to-follow system, you could easily start seeing sales starting today. That's not even an exaggeration. Not next week, not next month, today. So I'm giving you the opportunity right now to be able to improve your life and take the next step toward financial freedom. And all you have to do is click the yellow button right beside this video and see how you can put this system to work for you risk-free to start pulling in serious affiliate cash starting as soon as 15 minutes from now. Okay? I'll see you on the other side.